Okay, so the chat is asking me about Romeo Langford a lot. Okay, so I didn't even know Romeo Langford. I mean, I've been watching these games. I didn't even know he's been like going off, because I'm telling you, it seems like everyone in the chat is like trying to get me to talk about Romeo Langford. Okay, against, man, my cat is really, she's snoring hard. What do you guys? Okay, let me say this. Okay, eye test tells me he's a solid player. Okay, he is a solid role player. That's what he is. He's a solid role player. I'm okay with that. Very similar to Keldon in that he's a solid role player. And he's a good defender as well, right? But man, I don't understand why I'm getting that so much today. I understood the Mamu stuff where it's like, oh, this is a surprise or whatever. But there's nothing that Romeo Langford has done this season. I mean, well, I'll say since like December that I'm like blown away by. So it's really confusing me. How come I'm getting so many things? Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely think he could start. Like, what, you know, someone asked, like, do I think he can start? Yeah, I definitely think he could start. But at the same time, man, I don't know what people really expecting. He's just a really good role player. Keldon's shooting is regressing. He needs more offensive weapons in his wheel bag. Got to work on that mid-range and fadeaway. Keldon's shooting, yeah, I agree with you. He needs more offensive weapons. He just needs a star next to him. That's it. And he'll be fine. He just needs a star next to him. He needs someone that can bring players or draw in more players so he can do what he does well. He's a good catch and shooter. Not the best this season, but typically that's what he's good at. And he's good at driving to the basket. He's good at bringing energy. He's a solid role player, and if he has a star next to him, he'll look much better. And that's just the reality. But this season, he and Popovich had the mind state of, this is your team, right? And it has to be, right? Who else team is it going to be? It was going to be Keldon Johnson's team. But with that being said, he's not a star. I mean, I would even say right now, like as far as like pure talent, I would say that there's a few guys I like over Keldon, or a few guys that I project to be much better than Keldon. And that's like Malachi Branham, Jeremy Sohan. I don't know if I'm ready to say Blake Wesley yet. I think most Spurs fans would. But yeah, those two in particular, I think they're already going to be like better than them, you know? So does that mean? It might be. But I like Keldon. People were debating on Twitter if Pop will call it quits after the season. Apparently, our last home game is in Austin. Who knows? I don't even think. It's probably one of those things Pop doesn't even know. Who knows? But sorry, got a little off topic here. Yeah, Romeo, look, eye test, he's a solid player. You put him in, he can guard the best player on another team, not lock them down. But yeah, he'll stay in front of you, right? He'll make the right moves. He's an opportunist. You give him a little bit of light, and he'll make some really good shots. So overall, I like him. Okay, I think he's a good player, but I just don't understand. Everyone asked me to talk about him because there was this too. Let me see, because wasn't there a question on here too about Romeo? Yeah, can you talk? And someone liked it. Here, I like it too. And give you a heart. Can you talk about Romeo for a little bit? Yeah, everyone has asked me to talk about Romeo Langford. I don't know. I get it on Twitter. I get it on YouTube. And then, yeah. I don't know. He's good. I like him. But that's all I really got to say. Once again, clanthemerchfan.com. Link in the description. 25.